Hello everyone, this is Rakhi Rupani, Communications Coordinator for BNI here in the UAE. And today the member whom I have on our DNA Spotlight is Saurabh. Saurabh Bhalla is from the BNI Early Bird chapter and has recently become a part of the Falcon chapter as the ambassador. So let's get talking to him and know more about his journey here in BNI. Hi Saurabh, how are you doing today?
Hey, Rocky, good to see you. I'm doing well. How are things with you?
Good, thank you very much. Firstly, thank you so much for being here with us. And for the audience out here, let's get to know more about you before we get started with the questions. Tell us about yourself, who you are, what category of business you represent, and about a little bit about your BNI in terms of how long you've been here with us.
All right. Rocky, I came into the UAE in 1991. So been here for around a good 30 odd years. I joined BNI in 2013, and when I actually met one of our BNI members in a networking event, and he said, "You know about BNI?" I said, "Like, what is BNI?" He said, "We meet every morning at 6 in the morning and we pass business to each other." I said, like, 6 in the morning, man, that's a tough one to beat. Even I'm being a morning person. I said, great, let's see, let's give it a shot. So I went and visited one of the chapters and I really liked the energy in there. And it was a chapter where my category was already taken. I represent the category of freight forwarding and logistics. And my category was already occupied over there. So the director consultant actually said, fine, we have the category open in one of the chapters called Early Birds. And would you like to visit over there? I said, sure. I got in, went and met the early birds, and the early birds was like a fantastic chapter. There were people from different nationalities, everybody diverse professions, everybody passing business to each other. I was like, hang on, this is a great way of doing business. And 2013, as the first meeting went, I said, yes, I'd like to join. They said, you sure? I said, yes, let's do the interview. And that's how I joined.
And you are, I believe, in logistics, right?
Yeah. Logistics is what the category that I represent in my chapter.
Great. That's amazing. Thank you for telling us that. Tell us about what inspired you to become an ambassador. You are a recent addition to our directors and ambassadors team. What inspired you? What's your story?
All right. See, when I joined the Early Birds in 2013, I started getting involved into all the roles that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I was 3 months into the chapter. I was a visitor host. Then I became the lead visitor host. Then they made me the president. I became the vice president. Did the secretary. Then I became started doing mentoring and coordinator. And this is something which I actually, enjoy doing very much. That if I can help somebody succeed, it's a great, aha and a plus for me when I see that somebody is able to succeed because of some inputs that I've given him. So what happens every time the chapter doesn't find anybody to do the mentoring role, is a sort of the mentoring coordinator, I gladly accept it. And this is when I've been now a member of BNI for over 8 years now. And I said, like, let's try to go a little bit beyond the chapter. I'll try to do it on a regional level where I can actually help out and, the new members who are coming in, then we try to help them, assist them, and have a better journey in BNI.
That's amazing. And I know that you've just recently joined a chapter to become an ambassador. Tell us, which chapter is it that you're supporting? What is your vision going forward for that chapter? And how do you see yourself going forward? I mean, it's quite new to you, the role. How do you see yourself also progressing in your way as a DNA member?
Oh, I've been actually privileged to join the Falcons as an ambassador for the Falcons, and this is a great chapter. The diversity of the chapter is amazing. It just reminds me of when I was joining the Early Birds. It's the same kind of diversity. It's a small chapter, but you've got 15 different nationalities over there, which is amazing. I think it's the most diverse chapter that we have over here in the region. And this is where if you have different nationalities, that means different contact spheres, different you know ways where you can actually get in more business. So I feel that this could be a chapter which could actually using their strength they could actually become a very, very strong chapter. And it is going to be my effort to be able to, help the chapter grow in their path.
That's great. Thank you so much. Anything that you have in your mind as a vision that you set forward for yourself as a directors and ambassadors member as well? Do you aspire to become a director consultant? What is your thinking for that role as well?
It's too early for me to even look at a director consultant. I've just become ambassador for a month. So let me grow into this, understand this completely. I'd like to, I'm a person who likes to take his own time and doing things. So let me get this done correctly. And tomorrow, if things go well, why not?
Absolutely. Tell us about something that you have, built in terms of the connections. Anything that you have done over the last maybe 1 year. Let's see, because the times have changed, and especially during the last 1 year, have you built on any special connections, or even the last couple of years that has helped you grow personally or professionally?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've been actually privileged to have friends who have BNI members who have actually become friends, who I can actually call my 2 a.m. friends. I can call them anytime without even having to even worry about what time I'm calling them. And I know if there's any question that I have to ask, they will answer, they will have an answer ready for me. What has actually happened in the last year has been interesting is being a logistics person. uh, I actually there's a group which has come up where it's only members of BNI all over the world who are part of this group. So
Interesting.
I already had that comfort feeling that okay, fine, it's all over the world. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a network where I know that the person who I am dealing with, who's actually representing my organization at the other end, whether it's an import shipment or an export shipment, understands the BNI feelings. He understands what customer service is. He understands what it means to be able to deliver at the right on the right parameters. So this is a new group which has come up, which I am actually quite confident that half the battle is won because when you try to work on certain places where you've never not had too much business and you are not too sure whether the agent is right, does he have the right capabilities? In this, we actually have the comfort to understand that yes, he comes in, he's a member of an organization like BNI, so he will comes in as likely, as a person who is trustworthy.
That's amazing. I love the connection and the connections because right now we are in this period of time that everything is going online, and people are looking into growing connections cross chapter, cross borders. And this concept is amazing. I wish you all the very best and the success for that. And tell us, give us any advice to all the viewers or members who are considering taking up roles within not just only in their chapter, but who are also considering taking up roles in the directors and ambassadors team. What is that one piece of advice you'd like to share with them?
The only advice that I would like to give them is that if you want to do something like this, do it with 100% commitment. There is a commitment, and what is most important over here is there's no monetary commitment that is required, but what is required is your time, your effort, and if you want to, invest in building deep, long-lasting relationships, then take up a role because you will find that the relationship that you will build over here would be amazing, which could actually last you a lifetime.
Awesome. So there you have it, guys. A man full of passion, connections, supporting. I would really recommend you getting to know more about Saurabh. And thank you so much, Saurabh, for being here with us. And I wish you all the very best in your success with the Falcon chapter and also with your journey here in BNI.
Thank you, Rocky. Thank you for having me here. It's been a pleasure as always. Nice catching up with you.